would you say a lot of the time you're writing from a first person point of view, or do you like kind of write as a third person? You know?
First person, I think.
Yeah.
A bit more. It's generally from me. It's generally coming from me. Sometimes might be writing through the lens of another. But generally, it's me. But also, it's not like I.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's I'm commenting on something.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I think when it gets to I'm feeling, then I'm just like, no, it's too obvious.
Yeah.
In a way.
It can get a little bit cheesy if you're not careful.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's like, I mean, if I already feel like self-indulgent being a songwriter, anyway. It's like, here are my feelings about this and that.
Yeah.
And
but it's funny because people need that though. That's the funny thing. Like, you being self-indulgent is actually the best thing for other people, isn't it? Because people can't believe that someone else can be like reading their thoughts and sum up how they feel about a situation as well. So it's kind of good to be self-indulgent as well.
Do you think? I struggle with this sometimes. I think it's like an imposter syndrome thing.
Yeah, which everyone has as well.
You're like, is this legitimate? What I do?
So
really?
I've thought about this a fair bit actually.
All right.
And I think I have a theory on it, right?
Go on, George.
Because you know, like with pop music in the top 10 and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a positive and a negative. So with the top 10 and stuff like that, you're trying to reach so many people that your message is so like, it's like, ooh, I love someone. Ooh, I hate someone. You know, that's all you can get. That like to reach that many people.
Diluted.
It gets that diluted. So that's like the time where it's like, oh, it's too like it's gone a bit too far in that way. It's gone a bit. Whereas you can have it the other way around, where it's like you're talking about like being a sheep farmer in, I don't know, Nigeria or something, and it's like, oh well, no one can equate to that, can they? Because there's like five of them.
Well, the sheep farmers of Nigeria would disagree.
Yeah, that's true.
I apologise to all four of you.
I was actually writing a concept album for the sheep farmers of Nigeria, but I might have to.
I know, that's why I brought it up. To be honest with you, I think it's a terrible idea. But yeah, I think there's like a sweet spot between that which you can get to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
In it, but yeah,
I think it's. I don't know. Writing a song with someone in mind, is that a thing that people do? Do you know what I mean? Like I guess it is if you're churning out like George was saying, like pop bangers, you are thinking of a particular individual.
The universal thing.
Oh, you mean, what do you mean? Like in terms of audience?
Yeah, in terms of like but would that be very genuine then? I feel like it would just be a bit like.
That's what makes it these days.
Yeah.
I hate that, Mum.
No, nothing is genuine. No, I'm finding very cynical. I think as long as you're talking, aside from the top 40, as long as you're talking about like, I don't know, human experience in some form or another.
Yeah.
Someone's going to resonate, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, with me, a lot of music up to this point and songs have been about grief and losing my dad, and I think sometimes I have this apologetic thing about being kind of like a bit too melancholic, and
right.
But I've had some really amazing moments with people at shows who have gone through similar things, or have grief is quite a universal thing. Yeah. So who've just allowed themselves to cry at a show, and they come up and tell you that afterwards, and you're like, I don't know. I mean, I think that's a good thing, but I also want to apologise to you for this.
Didn't want to make you cry.
But crying, actually, it's not such a bad thing. I think we think that it's a negative thing, but it's not so much. And as long as someone can resonate somewhere along the line,
exactly,
then that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. And you can't apologize for being too melancholic, because like I think our culture at the moment kind of promotes like the look of a perfect life, especially through social media and stuff, like this really well organized, everything's going your way sort of thing. And when you just realize everyone's life is so complex, and people are going to be feeling down just as part of being alive, like there's nothing you can do about that. and like music is again universally probably one of the best ways of coming out of that as well. So yeah, if you write about those niche things, and I don't know, sometimes the top 10 kind of tries to do it, but sometimes even that feels a little bit too like removed or contrived or something. But if you're feeling a certain way about something and it like feeling down, but a song makes you realize that someone else is feeling about that and they're expressing that in that kind of way, then that can be like so uplifting, can't it? So
yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
feelings are great.
Yeah, and also we all have them.
Yeah.
Is that not crazy?
Yeah, we all have them,
Yeah.
and we're all a little bit crazy. Well, we are all definitely crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's what I think, I don't know whether it's a getting older thing or just this last year, or people are being more open these days generally. You do realize that you are in the same boat as a lot of people. And I personally struggle to be dishonest, so I struggle to kind of pretend that everything's fine. Like, why should we should just, I think often we're expected to put on a bit of a front, and I think that, that has its place too.
Yeah.
And that's why those songs are there, because they're the real shit, I guess.
Yeah.
That's like underneath.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think being honest is good. Feelings are good. Honesty is good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.